Teen Sports listeners. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen at KZSB AM 1290. We welcome you all to join us
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. right after the news. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes and all the people and all the wonderful businesses that support those athletes. Speaking of those businesses, let's put our hands together for the businesses. Woo! More and more businesses are coming up on the site, and I there are no words to express how I feel about that, because every time a business goes up there, that means $100 went to one of the named nonprofits that's linked to our site. So recently we've had Hearts Adaptive Writing. I think it's called Hearts Adaptive Therapeutic Equestrian. Wendy, help me.
You're really close.
Okay, it's there, though, all right? We're helping kids, all right?
That's right.
With
it's all about
challenges,
the kids.
And they go on the horses.
That's right.
Oh, my God. It was awesome. Remember when we went to get to visit, when they had the ribbon cutting for that new tack room? And who cried like a baby? Me.
You did, behind your sunglasses.
Like a baby,
and
I cried.
You didn't want to go.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
and
didn't
you made me go, and I cried like a baby. That was awesome.
They do beautiful work helping kids, that, don't have a lot of opportunity, and,
That's right.
Support the families of challenged kids. And it's just a beautiful thing.
Right.
It's really fascinating. It's like the horses know.
Yep.
They know that they have a really important job to do to help the kids acclimate better to life.
Yep. And we're going to have next week, I 90%, I'm not 100%, we're going to have the Santa Barbara Polo Club out here, and we're very blessed to have them. That coach actually, put the Westmont team together, and who's, as we all know, the national two-time champions. Put your hands together for Westmont. That's right.
Yippee. Love Westmont.
Ooh, you're a Westmont mom.
I'm a Westmont mom.
That's right.
I'm going to have a Westmont, like I have a Westmont sticker on my car still from my oldest, and then my youngest is coming out.
No, I'm just saying.
Isn't that amazing?
No, it doesn't matter.
It's just like that. Yeah.
No, exactly.
It does matter.
No,
yeah.
I'm just saying. All right, we've got a great field of crew today. We got a great co-host crew. First of all, we're nothing about Dr. D. Dr. D, you're looking good. Woo, Dr. D's in the house. So we're out of the blues. So we're into, because the summer is here, so we're just doing, Rust-Olean kind of looking.
Oh, it's terrible.
No,
it's just too much heat.
Actually, I like it.
Too much heat. You mean me?
Yeah.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
I know. I like what you got on there today.
Well, thank you.
That's in your color wheel.
Well, thank you.
Oh, just saying. How you doing?
I've been run over by my color wheel a couple of times.
So Vin at Galita Sushi is like, where Dr. Dugan? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So I gave her your phone number, your private cell number that you said that you don't want anybody to have. I gave it to her.
Okay, that's
fine.
All
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Just have her call me, and we'll set up an appointment.
I just want to know where you are.
Have the platter.
I know. Where's the Dr. Dugan roll?
I'm looking forward to that. I have to get down there and have that.
I know.
It's been it has actually been a long time.
I know. That's why she's wanting to know where you're at. You better bring her flowers.
I will.
Okay, because that's what you do. When you don't go to a restaurant for a long time, you have to bring the owner flowers and apologize.
And in the case of Vin, wait a minute. Apologize?
Yes, for not showing up. You got to be there.
I'm very, very sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's the 80-20 rule.
I'll do the Tyson.
Yeah, so I'll do about the 80-20 rule.
I'll do the Tyson apology. I'm very, very sorry. Please forgive me. I'm very, very sorry.
Funny. How you doing?
I won't bite you again.
I know. Not good. Oh, look at him. He's smelling something. What are you sniffing out there? Brian Folk.
I smell all you guys. It's stinky in here. You guys, it's summertime. It's hot. I'm smelling essential oils. These are my new favorites. I got some spearmint, peppermint, some
like
some
the
cooling
minty
ones. Yeah, it's summer. It's hot out here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Smells like gum over here.
Can you put them in the water and then the edible?
Yeah.
Water.
All you need is one drop.
Yeah,
no more than one drop. You always do more.
I know.
One drop.
I'm the overdropper.
What happens if you do two?
Your mouth turns on crazy mode.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you get tingling. You have to go to the hospital.
Tingling sensations.
But Josie doesn't need any then. Her mouth is already on crazy
I
mode.
know. I was going to say, what happens to me? Does it amplify?
Maybe that would work for you actually.
Or maybe it'd reverse. Maybe I'll just be quiet.
Yeah, here's a spearmint. Try this one.
Since you're talking, I didn't get to introduce you. Yo, Josie McCoy, how you doing, Josie?
Hey.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to bring your friend next week?
Yes.
And who are you going to bring?
Charlie Fling.
Yes, and what is she doing?
She is rowing. She's on the rowing team at St. Andrews.
Ooh. Can we get a
School. Ooh. I just have to ask her first, so we'll see.
I heard through the grapevine the only way she'll come is if you ask her She won't come if I go. So we should just announce it on Facebook and have the big invite. Yeah?
Yeah. We can make a page and just get everybody to come. And it'll just be crazy.
Exactly.
And so stay tuned for that.
She's so shy. It's so funny. What?
Can we introduce my guest?
Yes.
This is my guest.
Oh, wow.
Just kidding. It's just my sister. But it was bring
just your sister.
It was bring your sister to work today, so I brought her.
Oh, it's the whole month.
Say hi to our listeners.
Oh.
Hi.
And there we go.
Okay, nice. Does she have a name?
Her name is Allie.
Allie.
She goes to Bishop Diego. She'll be a junior, and she plays volleyball.
Oh, there you go. Oh, we might be able to squeeze her in there in a couple of little segments, eh? All right, so Wendy Foster, we said hey to you already.
I'm back.
All right.
Grow and fund the children.
All right, I love it.
Got to help the kids.
All right, so we got the Smisher sign, and I'm going to expand on that. So we're going to go over to, hey, Andy.
How are you?
What's going on?
Do I look any tanner?
Yeah, you look good. You've been in Hawaii.
Yes, I have been tremendous. I was on the island of Kauai. I was in Poipu.
Excuse me?
Poipu.
Oh, okay. I didn't think you liked it. I didn't know
Loved it.
That. Oh, okay.
Loved it.
I didn't
so
know that.
hiked, snorkeled every day.
All right, cool.
Got a lot of sun.
Nice. We're glad you're back.
I'm glad to be back.
And you had news. What's the news? I can't wait. I'm breathless.
So before I left for Hawaii,
okay,
I interviewed for the Santa Barbara School District for some full-time counseling positions.
Nice.
And I was hired by San Marcos High School as their new full-time counselor.
Nice. Yeah. You see how this show just expands everybody?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Smiling bigger.
Whoa.
A little tanner.
You can't even sit in the seat. You're just bouncing around. I love that. So what are you going to be doing? Like what you do, what you went to school for, right?
Absolutely. So I went to school for counseling. I was jumping around between 3 different places doing part-time everywhere I could.
Called paying your dues.
Paying my dues.
In our generation, that's called, right, Dr. D? Got to pay the dues.
Yeah.
Yep.
Graduated in 2012, so I would say I'm pretty quick on the radar. So 2 years later, I'm full-time counselor at 26, and I'm stoked.
You know what I love about that school? They have 110 feet of teen sports radio, KZSB AM 1290 on the baseball field. Give it your hands together! AM 1290! Yeah, I love that!
Yeah.
So excited. Okay, last but not least, before we go to break.
Yeah.
Yes, Hallie Maki.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I just got back from the beach, too. I wasn't in Hawaii. I was in Santa Barbara.
Nice.
Yeah.
City College, going to school.
Yes.
This is Eric Cazzola. We're going to take a break. Stay tuned for more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I'm your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. right after the news. She's all smile. We got Josie McCoy smile like a Cheshire cat because her sister, she's totally staged. Oops, and Brian Falk has applied the first acupuncture filament. I'll say. All right, and look, not even a
Did you
quimmer.
feel it?
Oh,
she's lying.
She felt it.
She's lying.
She's supposed to feel it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, where are we going to go now? We got Brian Falk here applying some acupuncture filaments on Sister Allie. Where are we going now?
Well, we were just thinking about how hot it is for the summertime and how a lot of people get overheated, and acupuncture actually can help reduce heat and stress. Yeah. So, if anybody wants to get a little cool down, there's a couple good points on the ear and as well as the back of the neck. Those are the quickest places to reduce heat. So you can put some ice on the back of the neck or a little needle in the ear.
Did you bring your cups?
No, I can't.
No cups. It's summertime. People want to look good out on the beaches. There's going to be no cupping marks unless they're Gwyneth Paltrow.
They're not cupping marks. They're hickey marks, and everybody stares at me. Okay.
In your mind, they're hippie marks.
All right, here we go. They are. Allie, how do you feel? You got to get a little closer here. You're taking my thing. You got to talk loud.
Do you feel?
You feel anything?
Do you feel?
There's a little pressure.
Do you feel cooled down though?
No.
That's right. It takes a little while.
It takes a little while.
It's kind of, there's a lot of people in the room.
That's very funny. Oh, you have that McCoy humor. I like it. Oh, excellent. All right. Hey, let's go. Andy, Gil, you brought a guest. Who do you got?
I did. So I have Caroline Law here. I went to college with her at Cal, and just recently I was on her Instagram page and her Facebook page, and all this Santa Barbara company stuff starts popping up everywhere, and I'm a little interested, so I check out the website.
Nice.
And what it is I'm actually going to let her explain it because I can't do it justice, but she caught my attention, and her mother, I believe, started this company together.
Nice.
And once she explains it, we'll ask some questions.
Woo! Congratulations. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, awesome. So tell us, let's start with telling the community about yourself first, and then we can talk about your business.
Cool. So my name is Caroline. I grew up here in Santa Barbara. I went to UC Berkeley with Andy here for a couple years. I've spent about a year and a half in Brazil, and I moved back here about 2 years ago to help my mom launch the Santa Barbara Company, which is both a website and a boutique here locally selling locally produced products.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice. Like, name some.
We have some art from a lovely watercolor artist, Karen Shelton. We have some woodblock prints from Patty Jacquemain. We have bath and body products. We have food, olive oil, stationery, just about everything that's made here, some ceramics.
Nice. All right, so you're featuring a lot of local artists then.
Exactly. So our goal is to provide one place when people want to do their Christmas shopping and really want to choose local and choose products that are representative of Santa Barbara. Nice. We have a big, wonderful artisan community here that we're looking to support.
All right, cool.
Specifically, what does Santa Barbara mean to you?
So, that's a hard question. When I think Santa Barbara, I think three main things. One of those is, I would say, Spanish heritage. Another one would be coastal community. But I think oftentimes wine-inspired as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When? I did the coolest thing. Before I came to the studio, I went right around the corner on Victoria and met your mom. I met your mom, Nancy, and she's lovely, just like you. So I patronized your store, and I'm very happy.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah, I got the yummiest smelling soap that I'm going to share with Erica here.
Oh, thanks.
There's your gift.
What does that mean?
Yeah, it's a gift.
Oh, it does smell nice.
Doesn't that smell fantastic?
And almost all of our products are available online. So that's how we started. We started with the website, and we added all of our products online, so you can go on and you can shop, and then also we can ship any products to your loved ones across the country. So that's a really big thing that we do. And so it's just me and my mom. We don't even have another employee right now.
That's pretty awesome.
Just the two of us.
When I think Santa Barbara, I think of like the biggest little city in the world.
It is.
Everybody in this community knows everybody. Mm-hmm. And I think it's really cool that you guys are bringing everything together in one little spot. So
yeah, we have this really cute little craftsman. It was built in 1917. And we fixed it up, and so for us, that's also a really big part of what we do. Is we have the original firwood floors and beautiful moldings and a little garden out front. And actually, Jeff Shelton, who's a well-known Santa Barbara architect, is designing our sign. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a big, 7-foot tile pillar.
Sweet.
And it's close to here, right? It's located pretty close to here?
It is. It's on Victoria between Garden and Santa Barbara. So yeah, just less than a block away.
So if a listener wanted, especially some of our young listeners that are, they're in between their sports and they're like, wow, I'd like to have an outlet, and they do something artistic, how would they get in touch with you about, I know I saw tile in there and some things that are handmade. Yeah. So how does that work if somebody approached you with something made locally?
Yeah, we love that. We're always looking for new people to carry and new artists to support. And they can just shoot me an email, or they can just go to santabarbaracompany.com. And my email is caroline@santabarbaracompany.com. And you can find that pretty easily if you go to the website.
How is it working with your mom? I don't know if I can do it.
This is a great question. It has actually been wonderful. When my mom first asked me to come back and help her run the business, I thought that's the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. And it's been really, really nice. I would say that I really appreciate being able to say what I think as strongly as I would like, and then being able to work through issues with her. I think family business is something I never would have thought would have been right for me, but I think that it's a great thing for me, and it would be for other young people too.
Awesome. Nice. I'm curious, what's your best-selling product? What people like to buy?
That's a good question. We have some tile coasters we put together that have been doing really well. We also do really well with the Grapeseed Company's products. That's really beautiful stuff. They actually go and get the grapes from the grape harvest and then transform that into grapeseed oil and mashed grape seeds that they use as the basis for their bath and body products that are then scented with wine-inspired scents, which is pretty cool.
That sounds
People
great.
really like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So are you offering any maybe workshops in the evening to educate people? Like if you're doing the grape seed, you're going to wrap around education to that, or how?
We have this kind of on the agenda. Yeah, we've been thinking about even doing it around First Thursday, but we don't yet. But I will definitely let you know when we do.
Awesome. And I don't know if Andy shared. I'm sure he did because, he's a big marketing producer, of the show. But what we do is we have an enormous following, 50 to 70,000 hits a month. And if you'd like to get a business ad, all you got to do is look at the name nonprofits, and the check directly goes to that nonprofit. And if you have a nonprofit in town that you'd like to support that's not on our site, just tell them to link. And then you could just give the $100 to them, and the ads do very, very well because the whole mantra of this station and our thoughts are, if we build the business, then which is the cornerstone of this country, the more we help you, the more you help our teen athletes in this community. So
invest local.
That's it, definitely. All the way around, we invest in our people. All right, we've got a smushy sign circling the room, so I'm going to take that as it's time to go. But we've got a lot more. This is Erica Saldo. Please tune in for more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show, and I'm your host, Erica Saldo, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m., right after the news. Oh, I've got to go and look at the quiet, your quiet little sister.
She's so quiet.
I know,
let me tell you.
She's not sleeping, though.
She's been sedated. She's been sedated.
Yeah.
All right, you got to get up on the mic here. Tell me how you feel now, because it's been like 5 minutes.
Do you feel relaxed? You looked relaxed.
Yeah.
I feel the same.
Do you really?
I love the honesty.
I know, it's great.
I think for me, like when I do acupuncture, I feel like I don't realize when I'm relaxed until after he pulls them out. Then I'm like, wait, no, come back.
Oh, cute.
But
That's a good way of looking at it.
And in all honesty, I chose very gentle needles and very gentle points as this is her first time. So.
Yeah. Well, the tears kind of showed me that to be easy on her. I'm just kidding. No. She's fine. She's fine.
Actually, the one in your third eye, or right in the middle of the forehead, that's the one that's the cool, chill one.
Yeah.
And she's all, no. I know that I did that one time here when we first started the show, and then I walked down State Street. I didn't take it out. Wow, that was cool. They thought I was beaming up, Scotty.
No, they thought you were a foreigner. Okay.
Yeah, that.
Definitely.
Very foreign.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
All right. She's a little late, but that's all right because you had it. You had to pass. Dominique, my health coach. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
And you brought
Erica.
a guest, so it's all right.
I did. I get credit for this one.
That's right.
I brought Tia Walker with me.
Woo, Tia! Put your hands together for Tia. All right. Well, I've been blessed enough. I've actually met Tia a few times, and I'll let her speak for herself. But we're very blessed to have Tia with us today. She's a business consultant for not only nonprofits, but for-profit companies. So, Tia, how you doing today?
I am doing fabulous.
Yeah? You look fabulous.
Why, thank you.
You just light up the room, Tia.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you've got to be when you're, raising money, right?
This
you
is
gotta
true.
Bring it,
This
right?
is true. Got to bring it.
That's it. Where are you from originally?
I am actually from Palo Alto.
All right.
Bay Area, then lived in Pebble Beach for 15 years and keep working my way south down the coast and landed in Santa Barbara.
There you go. You've got a couple of boys because we was talking about our kids.
I do. I have 3 sons who were all athletes. One was a D1 basketball player.
Nice.
Went to Tennessee. I have a track and field. Actually, 2. One was from Santa Barbara High. So
nice.
Yeah, local guy. Brenton.
Yeah. Woo! Andy Gill knows Brenton.
Connection.
That's it.
His heart is Brenton. He's a big, tall, fat kid.
There you go.
I used to think I was tall, and then I started having kids who were like 6'6" and 6'7". Then it was a different story.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, so tell us what you do in the community. Well, Dominique wanted to ask a question. Sorry, I'm asking the questions. I apologize.
One quick thing. Tia is an inspired CEO. And she has been inspiring me for a number of years now, especially with her passion of working with nonprofits.
Nice.
So.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's like bounce back, inspiration. Loves inspiration. So for me, I really, truly love working with nonprofits. I have had a pretty traditional business background, clients from DuPont to Levi and very traditional companies, Fortune 100 and 500, came to Santa Barbara and landed into the nonprofit capital of the country.
That's it.
Didn't know it. More per capita anywhere than anywhere else in the country. So started working a little differently, really wanting to bring nonprofits into a space of looking at sustainability and not always being reliant on donor funding and grants, and looking at how they can actually take a more entrepreneurial approach. And that's what I do.
Sweet. Awesome. And you've mentioned, I mean, I don't want to tell you, your resume, but you have worked for some of the nonprofits in Santa Barbara. And who have you been with?
Oh, yeah. So I have to say I was really fortunate because, coming from Pebble Beach, I actually knew not a soul in Santa Barbara when I moved here. And that can be a challenge when your task is to raise money for people who they have huge communities that, really they want to know who you are and what you're all about. So I was fortunate to have the very largest nonprofit in Santa Barbara be my first client, and that was Community Action Commission.
Nice.
And they range from Head Start to senior nutrition and youth corps programs, and really incredible organization. And I mixed it up a little bit there. They weren't ready for me.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was up to when I came into town, but I kind of slowly but surely got in there, and I was really thankful. There was a amazing woman who's at the helm, Fran Foreman, who allowed me to step out of the box a little bit and do some things with their donors that I think help them and help their programs.
Nice. Dominique.
I know you like to say that with fundraising, you bring the fun back into fundraising. And that is, every time I've ever been at an event with you, it has always not only been thrilling, it's been educational, and I've met so many people.
Thank you. Yeah, for me, that's a big part of it. It's like you can write a check, and then you can write a check and have it mean something when you actually have interaction with the people you're helping, when you're having a good time. So I really look for ways to have fun in fundraising.
Nice, because we have a really good buddy of mine it's in the quiet room right now, Joe Roderick, United Boys and Girls Club. And boy, I'd love to, after the show, maybe pick your brain a little bit, because, that's a group that's very near and dear to my heart since I've been part of that organization. Grew up my kids, had my kids grow up there actually at United, and they're so generous, especially the Glida Club, named after my mentor, my friend Sal Rodriguez, opening up the gym, and Joe's been extremely generous with just letting the kids play, and not, it's not through all the bureaucratic hoopla and stuff. So I get people like Dominique to come in and bring in a ton of food, and we always make sure we got Luis there picking up after me. We love you, Luis. So so if you could stick around after, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
So are you working with anybody on projects right now in Santa Barbara?
Yes, I am. I actually have a few projects. One that I'm really proud of. Last year there was a company called Entreport, which is a local software company, and I really like for-profit and nonprofit partnerships. So that's the other thing that I look to do. And I actually had the thought that, wow, we have all these incredible women in community. I do a lot of work with women also, and asked them about supporting an event that I founded that actually gives back to local nonprofits. And it's kind of cool because we get to honor people in the community, philanthropists, entrepreneurs, and community leaders. And then a portion of the proceeds goes back to local nonprofits. So
nice.
Some of these
another boom idea.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's why I'm excited. And Wendy's been trying to get a turn here, and she's not. You have to raise your hand, Wendy, because you're a very important co-host here.
Are you saying jump right in?
I know exactly. Right. No, I'm saying give me back my soap. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was checking to see we were back.
I know. I'm looking around for my soap, and the
I got
smell.
It back.
Everything is just. I don't know how you snuck over here.
That's right.
Took it when I wasn't looking.
Yeah.
Wendy actually is the, how do we say, co-founder or founder or whatever?
CEO.
Oh, I like that. My new my definition is the conscious evolution officer.
Oh,
there you go.
I like that. Nice.
Well, I love what you're talking about, because in the past with my nonprofits, we really turned them into for-profit. And nice. I know the one nonprofit that we did back in early 2000, we actually had at-risk kids selling some of their artwork out in the public, out in galleries, and then contributing half back to the nonprofit and half went to the young person who thought they had no value until somebody out in the community spent $75. Yeah, we handed one young man $300. Guess what? He didn't wind up back in the system.
I love it.
Next semester, I run into him at City College, and he's making A's. He's like, I had no idea I had value. I just didn't know. That's so I love that you're out there making, the world aware of how to bring this all together. Because it's all just money. It just all comes back around. And, helping nonprofits, is the way to make the world a better place. So.
Super.
Absolutely.
Super.
And beautiful idea.
Yeah, I know. I love that. But, what's fascinating, though, you're talking about sustainability at the time. We were dealing with the economy that, we had 9/11 and things like that. Next thing you know, foundations were only supporting, soup kitchens and things like that. So the sustainability issue is huge. And then foundations get bored. And what else can we do? And so you have to really step it up. And find a variety of ways to bring the money back around to nonprofits.
Okay, what I'm going to suggest? We have 2 minutes and 2 seconds to change the world during break, okay? Because we're going to empower ourselves, all right, to come up with, this is a lot of pressure. But I got Tia, I got Dominique. We got a blockbuster crew here, right? And something big is going to happen. This 2 minutes, really and 2 seconds. I'm feeling it. Hi, this is Erica Salter, the Queen of Teen. Please stay tuned for more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I'm your host, Erica Salter, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m. Woo! We've got Joe is in the house now. Joe Roderick, how you doing? Goleta Boys and Girls.
I am doing good, and thank you for having me here today.
Man, I love you. You're so good to me. I'm not even kidding you, Joe.
Erica, we try. You're a great person, and we always try to keep you happy.
Joe, anytime I call, first of all, it's really nice that if you're busy, because I know what you've got a big job over there, and you're responsible. How many kids we got serving in Goleta right now?
On an annual basis, we serve roughly around 600 kids.
Super.
Every single year.
Why don't we enlighten the community exactly what the Goleta Boys and Girls Club, and just like United Boys and Girls Club, what do you think? Let's just tell people in the community what we're doing.
We're doing big and great things. As far as, United Boys and Girls Club, all the way from Carpinteria to Lompoc, a beautiful camp up in the mountains, Camp Whittier, 55 acres. It's right now summertime. It's prime time of the year for summer camp, and at the clubhouses and at Camp Whittier. We're there from 7:30 in the morning to 6 p.m., for the working families, and we keep the kids busy every single day.
Sweet.
By the time parents come and get them, they're pretty tired.
Yeah, fantastic. And then, I like to always touch on everything that we could do, because, a lot of people aren't really aware. The after-school program, let's talk about that.
After-school program, it's, we always model it as the ideal program for the working parent. We are willing to go pick up your child at the schools when they get out of school, regardless of what time they get out. If they get out early or not, we pick them up and we deliver them to the sites. And we're there till 6 p.m. It is a state licensed program. Ann Vieira, who's been running the program for 30 plus years, it does an outstanding job.
Fantastic. Wayne, you had a question?
So let's talk basketball. Because, it's coming around at that time of year. So what's going on at the club this year? What's new expansion-wise?
Well, basketball-wise, actually, we're in the middle of our summer league basketball right now, so we have quite a few kids out there playing. Winter basketball, like you said, is not far away. It's around the corner, and we're always looking to bring in more kids. And the bottom line is this: we want the kids to have fun, enjoy the game, and we don't like to put a whole lot of major emphasis on winning and losing. We just want them to enjoy the game, have fun, because if they do, then that's when they continue to come back. It's kind of funny to see this young lady right here, Hannah, that played at the Goleta Boys and Girls Club when she was in junior high, and time goes by quickly. I asked her what grade she was going to go into. She told me she's going to be a senior, and I was like, wow, that was quick.
Yeah.
So
I had the opportunity to coach 5 and 6 year olds last summer with my friend, and it was honestly the most rewarding thing ever.
Aww.
It was so cool.
Good job.
Thank you.
That. Not a girl.
And Erica, that's the great part to see, past players come back to help out. And actually, we have some more this summer, where they're coming back to coach the younger kids and provide what they enjoyed back in those days when they played.
Sweet.
And it's, being Boys and Girls Club, we always need volunteers. And to have high school kids come back like that, the kids really enjoy and like.
Yeah, that's where I started in 5th grade. That's where Norman first came up to me. So Norman, who works there, or who refs there, and he
Stormin' Norman, the pitcher in the 80s. When there was no arc limit. Yes, that boy can bring down the rain. I remember Stormin' Norman. That's it. No, he's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
So Joe, how would guys get in touch with you to coach? Because I know when my son was coming through and shooting the threes, we had lots of coaches over there, and then there was a little lapse. So how are you going to make sure you get tons of volunteers and coaches, and how would they contact you to get involved this year?
Well, as far as contacting us, they can always, call us at the club. It's, we're at 967-1612. You can speak to myself, Joe Roderick, or Robert Thompson, the athletic director. But, we're always seeking. We're always seeking for, quality volunteer coaches. And that's where it comes into, because we want coaches to come in that actually care about the kids and want to teach the kids the game, and not so much about that W or that win or that loss. And, Erica's coached there for years, and she does an outstanding job. The kids respect her, and the kids want to play hard for her. And, I wish we had more coaches like that. And if we did, it would make life a lot easier on myself and Robert Thompson, and, it'd be great to get coaches like that. And but we're always in need of volunteer coaches. I know we're talking about basketball, but we also have soccer. Soccer program is huge too. We do basketball and soccer twice a year.
Nice.
But the volunteer coaches we do need.
All right. It's July 29th today, so is there any fundraisers that you and Sal are putting together for August, September? Is there anything
we're going to have an alumni barbecue on September 27th.
Oh, put that down. I like the alumni barbecue.
It will be held at the Goleta Boys and Girls Club starting at 6 p.m. And we're trying to get as many alumni, whether it be Goleta Boys or Girls Club or any Boys and Girls Club, to come out. We're going to have a big barbecue, and just most of them, like to show up and reminisce about the old days, and especially when they keep talking about there was nothing but lemon orchards around the club,
Yeah.
I can't envision that, but that's what they say. But it's, but it's a fun time, and just to get everybody together and see what we could do. Maybe a little fundraising.
Nice. All right. Well, we did a little fundraising for you, because every little bit helps. And we sold 2 more ads for you. So I want to thank Allison Freeman and, of course, our co-host, Dominique Hackett. Yes.
Woo, thank you.
Some more business ads. We're going to pass these checks over to you. And there you go. And,
could I say one thing?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
Any dollar we can get for the Boys and Girls Club helps us out. It goes a long ways, because the thing is, we got to understand it's about the kids in our communities, because every penny, every dime goes back to the kids, and we're there to provide a safe place for them to hang out. And that's probably the biggest key we provide, is just a place, a safe environment for them to be at instead of being out in the streets. And thank you very much.
Oh,
very
my
much.
pleasure. We love the All right, Tia, if you have any ideas of, we like to do the fundraising. I don't know if you, just because I see Spock's coming out of you.
Did you see that?
I can't wait to see
Things
what
were
you have
happening.
To say. I know. I'm excited.
Well, first of all, I have to say, Boys and Girls Club, amazing job that they do. And people don't realize that whole thing of economic development. They are part of that economic development, because if parents aren't able to go to work to take care of their kids, they have someone there, they can be safe, they have a place to go, that helps them work. So that link that sometimes is forgotten. So I just want to say that. And we were thinking a little bit during the break about something we might do. And now I'm like, why don't we do this for Boys and Girls Club?
Sure.
A couple things. One of them is, I have a client of mine actually who does these really large events. And it's about being in gratitude. And he has this exercise called Gratiball. And I think it would be really cool to get some local businesses and to have a little function maybe in the winter when the people aren't outside enjoying the Santa Barbara weather, and do something for the Boys and Girls Club. And I'll kind of stay tuned for details, but that just came off when
put your hands together for me.
That'll be outstanding.
Good job, Tia. I like that. Look at it. He's got that grata face.
Oh, yeah.
He likes the grata ball. Look at that. I love that. Fantastic. We got a minute. Dominique, I got to give you some, because you were a little late today, but it's all right, because I know you always have something. We did that. You got us on the hug. We passed that. You got us on the smiles. You got us on the whole, now we're talking about grata balls. And then you brought the date balls, even though you weren't here. So give me some sunshine. Say something.
Oh, gosh. What I'd love to share with you today is just about meditation.
I like meditation.
I call my meditation practice my 20 minutes of kindness.
Okay.
Because what happens for me when I take 20 minutes to just relax my nervous system, check in with my heart and my body, and let my mind just kind of relax. That kindness that I'm giving to myself by being present in the moment, I'm able to then, I'm rejuvenated, so I can give that to other people. And that's what it's all about. It's having more energy to be of service to other people. So I meditate so that I can be present for everyone who's in my life. And
she's so present. To that.
And that's one of the reasons why I highly, highly recommend even just a small amount of meditation, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Just take a break, do a little check-in. And when you're being kind to yourself, it's easier to be kind to other people.
Nice.
Yay.
Josie, you meditate. Talk about it.
Yeah, and I actually just got introduced to another form of meditation. My English teacher calls it mindfulness. She takes a couple minutes before and after class, and we just sit there and we breathe, and it's just a really nice way, because everybody's anxious and has a lot, it's busy, and it's just really nice to, before class, just to take a second or a couple minutes and just calm down and just be ready for the next thing to happen.
Brian!
Beautiful. I love hearing it. It's summertime. There's a lot of tourists in town. Everybody seems to be rushing around. And it does take just a couple seconds to slow it down, and it helps everything. I like to sit in my car and breathe just for about 10 seconds before I start the ignition. That's a simple little thing everyone can do. And it does help. So keep doing that. Slow down just a little bit and enjoy your life.
When? What do you do? You've had a face.
I got pulled over by the motorcycle cop. And that meditation did not help.
A different type of
meditation. My heart was still racing. Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun. Cute. Andy Gill, you meditate?
I do.
Okay.
My form of meditation is actually hitting a punching bag.
Yeah.
And I will go for I'll do 3 1-minute spurts. And I'm literally dripping in sweat, and it's my form of my release.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have a bag hanging in my garage, and
wow.
I just go to town on it.
Nice. All right. You know something? With the hitting the punching bag, we'll take a break on that. Okay, thank you for that calmness.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm all right.
It's a different kind of calm.
All right.
Yeah.
This is Erica Salda. We've got more. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teens. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. All right, during the break, it's a unanimous decision that we're going to talk about. Dominique, what are we going to talk about?
Edible gardens.
Oh, I like edible gardens.
Yeah.
We like edible gardens.
And this goes to what T was talking about sustainability, because this is what we're all gearing towards, is being able to grow our own food and help sustain us both on a social level, also sustenance-wise with food. So everyone out there that has a little plot of land, or even if you don't have a plot of land, you can grow your own food. So there's many different things we can plant, of course. One thing I just want to mention that a few years back, my father sent a letter to Governor Jerry Brown when he was in office, and he asked, what can I do to help? And you know what his response was? Start a community garden. Out of all things you could do, start a community garden. If you really start thinking about what that can provide for the community, not just food, but the collective helping that can be brought together and all the people participating, getting in the dirt. So just an idea for those that have land or plots of land, you don't know what to do with it. Instead of putting gravel or grass lawns, maybe try a little community garden. The creativity is endless. Right now, I like some basil. I like some cilantro, some cooling herbs right now being the summertime, but it's unlimited and we have so much abundance of sunshine here. Why not start a small garden or a community garden?
Excellent. Right now I've been pulling collard greens, cilantro, basil, a little bit of garlic and a little bit of onions, rosemary, and then I just chop it all up and cook it all together, and I can even just grab leftovers and put the greens in with it, and it tastes fantastic. And that's really the fun thing about having a garden, is that you don't have to worry about, gosh, what am I going to make for dinner? You go out to your garden and you get inspired, and it tastes delicious. And cucumbers, people plant cucumbers. They're so good for you.
Yeah, if you go to farmer's market, you see all the abundance of produce, and it's not the cheapest food either. But when you can grow your own, you're saving a lot of money. You're eating the best possible. You know where it's coming from, and you can share that with your neighbors. I mean, who wouldn't rather have a fresh tomato from their garden, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it kind of plays off really nicely with the farmer's market, because there are things that they can grow easier. Like, I don't grow potatoes and sweet potatoes and so forth. And so I love the things that I get from the farmer's market, and I like to augment it with what I'm planting at home.
Speaking of meditation, though, community garden, good place to meditate. My mom does a lot of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're alone, you're with the plants.
Any garden, whether you're watering or planting, it's one of the best meditations you can do. Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
I have to tell you, one of the most inspiring stories that I heard about a community garden is a guy who started something called the Green Bronx. And here's a guy who took a few square blocks in the Bronx and started these gardens, community gardens, and getting these kids like totally turned on to growing their own fruits and vegetables. And from that, they did everything from, they started their own inner city farmers market. They have kids who are actually delivering boxes of greens in the neighborhood to people who are shut in. They're doing these really cool community nights where they make salads and different things together. So they're learning culinary skills, and it's just amazing what a community garden can do. So
I can see that in the elementary school system, private school system, junior high system, because you don't have to go through all the bureaucratic stuff, you know, to get it going.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, go.
I have been
I'm nobody here. No, go.
I've been spearheading this. Milpas Association has there's a plot of land that really can't be built on right now, and it's just been sitting there for a while. And so I'm eyeing that to do a community garden. Have been working on that and really see it as intergenerational. I've gone around and surveyed people in the neighborhood, and literally, like, there are people who are they have their own little plots, and it's like, what happens if we all get together and share? And it's just I'm excited about it. I would love to see it in every community. I think Santa Barbara could actually be that place that did something, again, a little differently.
Yeah, absolutely, because it brings together young children all the way up to elderly, and that generation. I was speaking of, over 65. They were from the time period that they did grow their own food, and they did compost, and they'd pickle their own food, and so those skills have possibly been lost, but they can get passed down. And little kids love being able to connect with the elders and be out in the dirt together. It's a wonderful way to bring people together.
If you can get a young child to walk into a garden, pick a fruit or vegetable, and eat it right away, they won't go for the candy because it tastes so good.
That's a good point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. I like that, because instead of trapping your child in a room with a control pad, why don't we get them outside? And like you said, I mean, it's nice to be able to integrate. You've got the family, you've got the friends, you've got the grandparents. I mean, you don't disconnect, and that's the thing, because we don't want this next generation not to have the people skills. That's just not okay.
Okay, Joe, you guys have a lot of land over there at that Goleta Club, and it drives me crazy every time I see that. So let's get Tia over there and drum up some ideas.
Absolutely. Definitely love it. Would love it.
That sounds great, but depends what lot you're looking at. It might not belong to us, but we do have actually a little gardening box on the west end of the club on that side, and that the Eagle Scouts built for us as a project, and we could definitely use that to plant for the kids and have their own little community garden and a little project.
I love it. And these days there's so many options that it doesn't take a lot of space. You know, there's aeroponic, there's all sorts of things that are out there, and getting kids connected with that food source. I mean, we've interviewed kids in Head Start who were saying, you know, where do you get a tomato from? From the grocery store. You know, they had no idea actually what it looked like. It comes on a tree. They didn't know. So that connection, I think I'm going to be knocking on your door.
I'm liking that. That's what Teen Sports Radio does. We connect.
Yes.
That's it.
And I got to say, I love 7-Eleven and the convenience stores, but you do see the kids going in and going, I need a bag of MSG. You know, and it does. You got to get, you know, that red dye gives you a little buzz, and the kids know that. But Dominique, you're absolutely right. If they, you know, pick something out of the garden and it really satisfies them, you know, then who needs it, right?
All right. Hey, we're out of time. Tia Walker, thank you. Joe Roderick, thank you. Santa Barbara Company, thank you. All my co-host friends, everybody in Santa Barbara that support the We Care campaign. We love you. See you next week. Please tune in and join us next Tuesday at KZSB AM 1290 at 9:06 a.m. when we will go behind the scenes with the local students, athletes, coaches, parents, volunteers, and all other teen sports supporters. This is all brought to you by ePro Insurance Agency, leader in gift planning and wealth preservation since 1983. So please follow along and support our student athletes by reading the Santa Barbara News Press, and then join me, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen, Dr. Dugan, my co-host, friends, teens, every week on the Santa Barbara News Press radio station.
You're the best around.